AGOA gave numerous African countries, including South Africa, duty-free access to the US market for 25 years, but that trade advantage is gone.
Exports have officially become a bit more expensive than what they were. The shock isn't as big as it was from the reciprocal tariffs, because from a 0 to 30% tariff, that's the biggest shock that our domestic market could consume.
Exporters now face a potential double tariff blow, a 30% US tariff on some products, plus the most favored nation or MFN tariffs, which can range from 1 to 20%.
Additional tariffs such as most favored nation tariffs have kicked in onto some products that were being protected by AGOA. There is a possibility that AGOA does get extended, but at the moment, legally speaking, and theoretically and practically as well, AGOA is expired and it's gone as of today.
That means higher costs, especially for industries like agriculture, which depend heavily on AGOA. This could lead to possible job losses down the line, but not all hope is lost. While trade lobby group Fair Play says it's anxious about the expiry and the kind of negotiations Team South Africa will have to undergo to get the deal back on the table. That's due to the veil of secrecy from government on its plans, especially in sectors such as poultry.
We know that previously the poultry industry was very much part of the big offering that the South African government sort of conceded to the US. There are talks now that there's a potential that the US might be allowed to basically export 72,000 tons of chicken into the South African market. That is a huge concern for us because we don't necessarily have a shortage of chicken in South Africa.
The group warns that the South African government should avoid risking local jobs in its ongoing negotiations with the US.
Possibility of more imported chicken coming in at a very low price has a potential to actually affect jobs stability in South Africa. So that's one area that really I'm hoping that our negotiators are cognizant and of the fact that with our current unemployment rate of 32%, we can't afford to have another industry being sacrificed.
Questions remain around the timing, legislative vehicle, and the period for renewal.
The consensus suggests that AGOA may be renewed for a short period of between 1 to 3 years to allow Congress to introduce changes and improvements to the program. The timing of the renewal of AGOA will depend on the legislative vehicle that Congress chooses to renew AGOA.
Until then, the Trade Department says it's committed to ongoing talks with the US to find the best possible outcome. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.